Global markets head into the North American session with U.S. equity futures modestly higher, building on Tuesday's record-setting rally as investors look to extend gains fueled by resilient corporate earnings and continued confidence in the artificial intelligent investment theme. With the bulk of mega-cap earnings now behind the market, attention is shifting towards whether incoming economic data can support the view that growth remains firm without reigniting inflation concerns. In FX, the dollar is trading modestly softer as U.S. Treasury yields edge lower ahead of today's ADP employment report and Friday's non-farm payrolls release. The euro and pound have found support from encouraging July services PMI data, reinforcing evidence that activity across Europe remains resilient, while the yen remains a closely watched currency following last week's coordinated U.S.-Japan intervention and ongoing uncertainty around the authorities' tolerance for renewed weakness. Commodity markets are being driven primarily by developments in the Middle East. Oil prices have stabilized after this week's sharp decline as traders continue to assess conflicting signals surrounding negotiations over the Strait of Hormuz, with Washington expressing optimism while Iranian officials continue to attach conditions to any agreement. Gold, meanwhile, has extended its advance, benefiting from lower real yields and continued demand for portfolio diversification despite the broader improvement in risk appetite. The macro calendar remains firmly in focus. Today's U.S. ADP employment report will provide another important read on labor market conditions ahead of Friday's payroll release, while investors will also monitor any further headlines surrounding the Strait of Hormuz. Additional earnings from semiconductor companies later today should also help gauge whether enthusiasm surrounding AI investment remains strong enough to underpin the broader equity rally. That's all for now.